My ancestors came during the gold rush era, the later gold rush era, in the 1880s. My maternal great-grandfather came to Tasmania as a tin miner in the northeast. In my school, St Mary's College, with between 500 and 600 students, during most of my years, my sister and I were the only two Ching-Chong Chinamen, as we were called. I remember definitely being an outsider when I was growing up. I was so different. I realized on occasions I was being left out. I don't know whether it was because I was Chinese or what.
Under the Labour and Industries Act, there have to be separate toilets for men and women.
A determined TDT reporter couldn't be defeated by a mere machine.
It's really going to be Christmas there without branded butter.
Oh, yes, I think so.
That was in 1974, October 74. I'd been working in Sydney in radio, and I came down to Hobart, and began on television. I didn't then, at that stage, think it was anything special. Only in retrospect I realized there was no other Chinese person, no other non-white face in the whole of Australian television.
This is Helene Chung reporting for This Day Tonight.
In 77, when I was working in Melbourne for This Day Tonight, on This Day Tonight, and there was going to be a program change, a new boss, he humiliated me, looked at me and said that I should get off television and go back to radio because of my Asian appearance. He said, and you must stop wearing makeup because it accentuates your narrow eyes. I was stunned, humiliated, but I spoke to no one. I walked out of that meeting, I felt so ashamed. I told my partner, and he said, you can't let him get away with it. You've got to tell the union. A week or so later, I went down to the milk bar of our building to buy the milk and morning papers, and there, staring up at me at the counter, was a picture of my own face that said, TDT Race Row, ABC. It was dead accurate, a rare report I've ever read about myself in which every word is accurate. It was just another rejection. It was going back to my childhood. All the way along, I had that sense of rejection.
Here in the economic showpiece called Shenzhen, a slogan proclaims, time is money, efficiency is life. During the last panda crisis in 1975, when bamboo withered and died in another part of Sichuan
I actually applied for the position of Japan. I was interviewed for the Tokyo position, and I was rejected. But I thought, well, what's it matter? Just another rejection. But then my executive producer, Damien Ryan, popped his head around the office and said, quick, slap in an application to Peking. They want to send you to China. And they gave me no time for language, and there was no time for preparation. I just had to pack my bags and go. And then landed in Peking, as it was then called. I was the last Peking correspondent because in the last week of my posting in '86, the ABC changed from ABC Peking to Beijing. They said I could continue to sign off until the end, so I was the last Peking correspondent. Like all foreign correspondents at the time, I lived in a foreign diplomatic compound with armed guards at the gate. I was not allowed to mix with Chinese except those who were officially assigned to work in the compound. And the few Chinese I did meet, I had to be very careful because I didn't want to get them into trouble. I did not then look like a Chinese because Chinese women in those days were mostly in mouse suits. The most colorful garment they dared wear was a colorful blouse. There was straight black hair, no high heels, no nail varnish, no makeup. So they looked at me and they wondered, what is she? Is she a film star? An actress? Or maybe she's a mistress of a high official.
At an extraordinary Communist Party conference beginning tomorrow, top leaders led by 81-year-old Deng Xiaoping have an average age of 76.
Back then, Hu Yaobang was considered a liberal, and compared with today, he's more than a liberal. And the fact that we, after months and months, the best part of a year of negotiations, the fact that we actually scored an interview and he was able to speak to us, that shows that it was possible. Whereas the correspondents I've spoken to now tell me that they can't get anywhere near a leader.
Sonic Chinese Australian Achiever Award for 2025. For Media and Communications, we are proud to announce Helene Chung, who will be the recipient for this award. Her groundbreaking career challenged assumptions, widened representation, and paved the way for Asian Australians in journalism. Congrats, Helen.
I'm astonished. I'm surprised. I can't believe it. But I'm honoured. I'm privileged to be part of the new Australia, so different, transformed into a new world from the Australia into which I was born in 1945, grew up in the 1950s. Today, Australia is a transformed Australia with colours, diversity of every possible description. I no longer feel ashamed to be a person in Australia.